Your attention, please.
And that brings up Mike Compton. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
He got 2 pitches that were up that were very hittable, and he just couldn't pull the trigger. It's one thing if you take 1 pitch, but to take them twice, I don't know where his concentration is right now, Matt.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Rob Shartner swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
1 down, 1 down.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Right now, fellas.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 1-2, here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
In now, Dan Harris, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing hard liner to left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
That's turned the clock back hitting right there. Old school hitting. The ball's away. He stays with it and just flipped it over the shortstop's head.
Now batting, right fielder, Enrique Amaya.
2 outs here.
Standing in now, Enrique Amaya. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Favorable call in there for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
I expect this series to be a battle. So to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Here's Buster Posey now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Next pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Diego Chacin comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Ball 2 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Enrique Amaya.
Enrique Amaya.
Into the windup and the pitch. Out of play.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right.
Pena is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5.
Your attention, please.
Ready for another chance, Mario Oliveros. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Sierra on the move, makes the play, 1 away. Striding in once again, Michael Knapp. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Ishii gloves it on to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Digging in once again, Dan Harris. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. On to first, and that's your ball game.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Fresno.
Ready for another shot
7,
now. Joe
Randy
Barisi.
Ting.
He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2 now.
Well, he's got a nice count, 2-0. I know he's looking for something to hit here, but hey, a walk wouldn't hurt you either. Down late in the game, base runners don't hurt.
Ball 3, 3-0.
Well, this is not how he wanted to come into this game out of the bullpen. The leadoff man of the inning, he finds himself down 3-0 in count. He's got to take a deep breath, refocus, and get back in this game.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Soft liner towards center, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Now that's a big base hit. Late in the game, you're down 1. You got the leadoff guy on now. The rest of the way, it'll be interesting to me how they're going to manufacture. Will they bunt him over to move him into scoring position? Will they hit a gapper? Let's see how they score this run. They can possibly push him forward.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Stepping in and ready for another shot, William Cole, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ball 1.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
The 1-0 delivery. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2-1. Here it is. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, look at this sliding stop. What a play. Ready for another chance. Mario Lerma. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 1.
Get down here.
The 1-0 delivery. That's wide. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with a hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Pablo Franco would be next. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Johnny McGowan claims the win out of the
Some may have thought this call would not come again. But this veteran will have at least one more chance to prove he still belongs on the big stage.
Your attention,
Randy
please.
Ting comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Randy Ting.
Ready for another shot now. Doug Gutierrez. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing one to tie in the top of the ninth.
Gutierrez.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
The 0-1 delivery. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Back-to-back changeups, and fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with two strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch towards second. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
That's a big leadoff hit late in the game right there. Now you're down one. You get the leadoff guy on. Now he can do a lot of things. Will he steal? Will they bunt him over? Will he score on a gapper? Maybe score on a home run. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they get him home.
The batter, number 9.
Standing in now, Joel Bruno. Now a bunt attempt here. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Byron Buxton. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Hey, what away?
0-1. Here's the pitch. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard in.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
Hey, 90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But, hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
He throws him on the fastball there. Byron Buxton goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Correa is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Douglas. Randy Ting takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Striding in once again, Walter Chang. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, he finds himself in danger of walking the 8-hitter right here. That's just something you don't want to do. You walk the 8-hitter, the 9-hitter can bunt him over. Starts a big inning, he can hit and run. It could lead to a lot of problems.
And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the 9th.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box, Amuri Fernandez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot down the line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Set to deal on 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Ready for another shot now. William Chu. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
5-0 the final score today. Randy Ting gets the call from the pen, and they've saved him for the 11th as he'll try and take this one home. Striding in once again, Tim Gillis. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
First baseman, Tim Gillis.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Here we go. Plays at 1 now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, foul and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Rodriguez has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready for another chance. Daryl Barton.
Third baseman, Daryl Barton.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and grounded, foul. Pitch on the way. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now batting, Sammy Acevedo.
Now batting, center fielder, Sammy Acevedo.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs. Plays at 1.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, 2 hits.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Houston Astros to Victoria.
Your attention,
Randy
please.
Ting
Now
comes out of the bullpen
Houston,
to shut things
number
down
11,
here in the 9th.
Randy Ting.
Ready for another shot now. Fred Ponce. No hits in 2
Leading
trips
up
to the plate for him in the ball game.
First baseman, Fred Ponce.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Tell you what, that insurance run at the top of the 9th inning right there sets the pitcher up nice. Now instead of having to live on the corners and nibble a little bit, you can go after them. They hit a home run, solo shot, no problem. You still got a chance to win this game.
Weak grounder back to the mound. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Lustig. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Lustig.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, come on now. Let's go.
Grounded back up the middle. Correa fields it cleanly. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Ready for another chance. Jose Rondon. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Jose Rondon.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Oh, he's looking pretty good right now. Look, that was a nice swing following the changeup. He just couldn't put it in play.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Again, he sends it out of play, making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run.
The batter, second baseman, Tommy.
In now,
Begay.
Tommy Begay. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Rodriguez ranging back. Gone. They've tied the game on back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Yeah, and the dugout is on fire right now. One home run gets them close, and the next one ties it up. We'll see if the next batter can ride this wave of momentum and get a 3rd one. Hey, stranger things have happened.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
2 down now.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
96 miles an hour. That's bringing it. Challenged him, and he got the base hit the opposite way. I got to give him credit for barreling up. Now, I don't know for sure if he was on time or if he was late, but either way, he got the barrel on it and got the hit.
Albert Almora is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Hey, we got 2 down.
The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done. Digging in to try it again, Andreas Murillo. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, need a strikeout right here. Here we go.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a drive to center field. Back is the center fielder. Did he get enough of it? He did. Ball game over. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one. Really put the guys on his back and carried him to the...
Randy Ting comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Randy Ting.
Ready for another chance. Domingo Cairo. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Left fielder Domingo Cairo.
And a ball, 1-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Come on, guys.
1-1. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Cortez is there, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Cesar Hernandez.
Stay ahead now.
Ball 1.
One ball. You got one
out, nobody on. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Padilla is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth. Digging in to try it again. Nelson Walker.
Right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line fouled off to the left and over the Indians' dugout.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. The changeup and then the fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And another foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Line to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So Rougned Odor gets a chance here in the inning following the base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Rougned Odor stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Hey, you got it. Get us out of here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats. Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
In the dirt here. The throw pulls him off the bag. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely, as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Jimenez finds it. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Luis Severino, Randy Ting takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 11. Randy
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Walker. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Hard hit ball to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings. Digging in once again, Esteban Caballero, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Pulled toward right center field. Hernandez is in pursuit. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now he'll step off.
Hey, roll 2 right here. One away.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Here's the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Another 0-2 home. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you, though.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Sasser moving in. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping in, Rio Ruiz. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The 0-1 delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And, folks, this ball game is tied.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled that ball to the ballpark when it comes down to it.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen.
The catcher, number 8.
Stepping in now, Dirk Burke. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with the fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Ready for another shot now. Domingo Cairo has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Now it's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful. Oh, man, it's just falling apart for him right now. That's a helpless feeling standing out there on the mound by yourself, trying to figure it out.
And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here. Jeremy Schaefer will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
All right, come on now.
Gene Grant is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 popped up. Gomes on the move. A spin and a throw, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done. And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, he finds himself in danger of walking the 8-hitter right here. That's just something you don't want to do. You walk the 8-hitter, the 9-hitter can bunt him over. Starts a big inning, he can hit and run. It could lead to a lot of problems.
And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. Digging in the switch hitter, Nelson Walker. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, we got one here.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
The 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Looking good. Let's go.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Douglas Harris takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. The Stros wrap up.
Your attention,
Randy
please.
Ting
Now
takes the
pitching
ball
for the
now in
Astros.
inning number 9,
Number
looking
11.
to close the door.
Randy Ting.
Digging in once again, Kenny Woodson. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing one
Leading
to
off for the
tie
Yankees.
in the top of the 9th.
Third baseman, Kenny Woodson.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, nobody away.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Down, 1 down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. He takes the turn and heads for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the 9th. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. A 1-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Sasser. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Aaron Judge will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit. That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
This is line to left, but this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Douglas Harris earns his 3rd win of the year. Randy Ting comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Randy
ready for another chance. Gary Sanchez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. The shift will be of little importance here as this is lifted in the air out to left field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Travis Cortez.
First offering on its way. Travis Cortez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Ready once again, Carlos Asuaje. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Count is 2-1. Here we go, guys.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Astros have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Randy Ting takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's Miguel Sano. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base as the potential tying run here in extra innings.
That's a big leadoff hit late in the game right there. Now you're down 1. You get the leadoff guy on. Now he can do a lot of things. Will he steal? Will they bunt him over? Will he score on a gapper? Maybe score on a home run. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they get him home.
Derek Kapade is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Benny Scandura. A winning run at first with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here, and a good decision there to sweep this away in foul territory and make him try it again. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only one out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Striding in once again, Pedro Acevedo. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And the Twins are going to walk home a winner. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
And he was locked in at the plate up there. You could really see it in his approach.
Randy Ting comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Randy Ting.
Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Mosquera. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your hands and just spread out and let your hands fly. They're going to be quicker than your bat is going to get to the ball.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No one out with a runner at second. Grounded down the third baseline. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew. Ready for another chance? Tim Anderson. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. From the stretch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Matt, I thought they were working around him right here, and he went out and swung at a ball that wasn't even in the zone. So now he's letting his pride get in the way. If they're going to walk you, let them walk you.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Brandon Nimmo.
Into the windup and the pitch. Brendan Nimmo stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, 2 down here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. 7-5. Tonight's final. Pedro Enriquez earned his 5th win of the year. Britt Schaefer was unable to work out of this. Randy Ting takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Randy Ting.
Digging in to try it again, Jackie Franco. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Right side hit hard. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, that's what you want right there. Late in the game, leadoff single. Now, they still got some work to do. You got the tying run on the on-deck circle, but they've got a shot now.
Mitchell easily is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Mitchell easily is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Brett Lawrie. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Here it comes. 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sasser is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in and looking for more, Larry Torero. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Hey, 2-way now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, Matt, that was a huge at-bat. He gets the single right here. There's 2 out in the 9th, and it brings the tying run to the plate.
Rico Rodriguez.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Houston get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Randy Ting takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's Manny Machado now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And he takes ball 1.
Hey, one down right now.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And that's through into left field for a base hit. A runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 7-4 contest.
The right fielder, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rico Rodriguez. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's a nice job of getting ahead right there. This is a tough situation he's in. He's going to have to use all his pitches to get out of this jam.
And there's ball 1. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Digging in once again, Manuel Margot. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ball 1.
Hold him right here. Let's go. Hey, 2 down here.
Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time.
This is where you really got to focus with runners on base. You got a 2-0 count. You have a tendency to get a little anxious thinking you can drive somebody in. Stay focused. Get your pitch.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I don't know about his decision not to swing there. Hitters count. You get a fastball middle in. That's the one you drive out of the ballpark.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Astros have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Houston with their 50th. Randy Ting comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Now to the plate, Larry Torero. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
The bottom of the 9th inning for the Blue Jays. Catcher.
And a ball 1-0.
Ball 1 right now, fellas.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like you did right here. Nice job.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. Still without a home run and still looking for that first RBI as well. Here it comes, 1-0. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. Ready once again, Dansby Swanson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Here we go now, let's go.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, we got nobody.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. Here's the 1-1 delivery. On the ground left side. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. Oh, and the tag will get him at the plate as the potential tying run is cut down trying to score. Ready for another chance, Manuel Margot. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second. The potential winning run at first with 1 away. Too high, 1-0.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
From the stretch. And he misses again, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He'd come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
Skied into straightaway right. Aguila will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. Ready for another shot now. Alex Leone. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters. That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Hit on the ground to third. And they will get to force, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over. A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Johnny Barbado earns his third win of the year in relief. Randy Ting comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Randy Ting.
Digging in once again, Emmett Wilson. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Emmett Wilson.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager.
Aguila moves over, makes the play, one away. Ready for another chance. Tyler Austin. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Tyler Austin.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. 0-for-4 with a strikeout thus far. And this is taken outside for ball one.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Fouled straight back. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit at third. Tavares is there. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. 8-6 the final score tonight. Houston blasted 5 home runs en route to victory.